Hello, what's up everybody? It's Frankie, just checking in. Going to share a couple thoughts and some things that are going on. And I don't know the exact day, but it's almost May 2025. I think 2 more days until May, or I think maybe tomorrow's the last day of April, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm not sure of the date. But we're coming up on 1 year since my brother Jimmy left Earth, and he's no longer with us. He's no longer here, and it's coming up pretty fast. And I don't exactly know how I'm going to be on that day or that kind of thing. I know I'm going to be with my family because Mother's Day is the following day, so it's going to be on a Saturday, and I'm going to go see my family and hang out with my family on that day. So that'll be good. I think that day might be a little tough, especially being around family. It's gonna be a tough day. I think it's gonna be a happy day for sure, and we're gonna celebrate for sure. But it might be a tough day though, especially for my mom and my dad and Anthony and such, and other people, everybody that loved Jimmy, and I think it's going to be a tough day for some people. And all I can say is, really, you got to spin it around and rejoice and be happy, because that's what Jimmy would want for each of us. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. Sometimes you lose somebody in life, and the impact is so great. It's so intense. It's overwhelming beyond anything you can comprehend. And what it does is it sends you on a path. It sends you on a path to be the person that you always have strived to be. I completely believe that, and I know it without a shadow of a doubt. Another thing that happens, and there's many things that happen, there's many layers to this, is that you become aware of some things. And not only do you become aware of them, you become aware of them on a deep level. And what I mean by that is like all the way. Like you become aware of things and all the way. Not just a little bit, not just sort of, no. Like completely. Like the Holy Spirit just like fills you up, and super intense energy, different waves of energy, different frequencies. But there's this one frequency that's really coming through because, Jimmy and Frankie and Jimmy. There isn't one brother without the other. There never has been. Jimmy and I have always been brothers. And I mean always, even before this trip to Earth. I don't know how I know that, but I know it. And he picked me. And like I said, we've been brothers before. And I'm certain that we have always been brothers. And we will always be brothers. Jimmy was so incredibly loyal to me to the point that I didn't even understand it, because he loved me so much. And I can honestly say there's no one on this earth that loved me more than my brother Jimmy. Like no one even came close, like ever. And he taught me what my brother taught me brotherhood. He taught it to me. I didn't teach him. He was the kid brother, but he taught me brotherhood. And I'm grateful for that lesson, because I know it all now. The reason I know it all now about brotherhood is because I was taught by the best. I was trained by the best, my brother Jimmy. Yeah, being kind, being super respectful. Romans 12:10, and this is exactly what Jimmy would say to you right now. What would Jimmy say to Frankie right now? What would he say to you? What would he say to his mother, his father, his son Anthony, or anybody in his family, or his friends, people he grew up with, people he worked with, people that he loved. What would Jimmy say to you right now? I already know what he would say. I'm Jimmy's brother. Of course I know what Jimmy would say. What he would say to you right now is the same thing that he would say to me right now. He would tell us to love everyone. That's what he would say. He would say to love everyone and be the best at showing respect to one another. Romans 12:10. That's what Jimmy would say to me. That's what he would say to you. He would say the same thing to my mom, my father, Anthony, everybody in the family. Everybody. His brothers, his sisters, everybody. Aunts, uncles, his nieces, his nephews, his cousins, everybody. That's what he would say to you. Romans 12:10. Love one another deeply as brothers and sisters. Be the best at showing respect to one another. That was Jimmy's life. That was the lesson. That's what he gave to me. And thanks to my brother, this impact in my life has pushed me beyond what I was thought was possible for me. As far as me finding peace, as far as me letting go and truly trusting God. I'm at a point now where I've truly just let go of things. And I don't worry about things. I'm not pushing myself. And I'm not striving for the next goal and the next target and the next this, that, and I just totally let go. The man upstairs is in charge of me. He's in charge of everything. I'm grateful. I'm humbled. Every single thing that I have in this world, he provides it. Like literally, he provides everything for me. Everything. I'm just sitting back and watching him work, and I'm watching it, and it's freaking blowing my mind what he's doing for me. He's showing me. And of course, Jimmy opened this up for me, all this. He opened up everything for me. I'm trusting the plan. I'm following the path that's in front of me, and I'm not questioning it. I'm just observing it and watching it. And what I'm really trying to do is focus on living in the moment, being more in the now, in the present, instead of worried about, next week and next month and all this crap, that the way I used to live. I was always striving to reach the next thing and the next targets and all this stuff. And that was my whole life, basically. Just pushing hard and going 100 miles an hour, like all the time. And I'm at peace. And I'm just really grateful and thankful. I mean, about everything. There's nothing that I'm not thankful for. I thank the Lord, oh God, 20, 30, 40 times a day, just for everything, just for all kinds of stuff. The littlest thing you can think of. And I'm in constant communication with my Creator, okay? I'm also constantly connected to Jimmy. Like, we've always been connected. I've always felt it, like his energy. Like, I've always felt it, like my whole life. I mean, as long as I can remember. And so Jimmy and I have always been connected. Always felt him all the time, 100% of the time. He was never disconnected from me. And that continues. In fact, it's even more intense now, the connection that I have with Jimmy now, than when he was here on Earth. There's not a moment that goes by he's not with me. I don't feel it. Like, not even a moment. He's with me every moment, every hour, every day, like all the time. And it's never going to go away. I don't even want it to go away. The hurt that I have, it's never, ever going to stop hurting. I mean, ever. So why would you want it to go away if it's going to hurt forever anyway, right? And it's not forever. It's only my time here on Earth. My forever here, however long that may be, I have no freaking clue. I have no idea. But whenever the Lord comes gets me, I'm good with it. Like, no matter when it is, I'm good with it. If it's tomorrow, or a year from now, or 10 years from now, or 20 or 30, I don't freaking know. But whenever that day is, I'm good with it. I'm okay with it. I'm at peace. And I'm ready for whatever comes my way, whatever's next. I'm ready for it. And I'm living my life different. I'm trying to be the best brother that I could be to everybody. Yeah, everybody that's in my path each and every single day, right? Love one another deeply as brothers and sisters. Be the best at showing respect to one another. Yeah, you can do that in your daily path. All the people you talk to, you bump into. Yeah, you're running your errands, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know, there's people all around you. You can be super cool to people, super kind, patient, all that kind of cool stuff. Yeah, that's what I do all the time. I bump into people once in a blue moon that are, because most of this energy doesn't come near me, but people that are upset and they're like impatient. And I saw that the other day, and I hadn't seen something like that in, oh God, forever. But it was kind of like a reminder of this guy needs some help. He needs to work on himself. I'm not saying the guy's totally screwed up or nothing like that, but he needs to work on himself, you know? He was impatient because the bartender didn't come and get his order fast enough because it was like really busy. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. He was complaining about that. But I never complain about stuff like that. That stuff doesn't even faze me anymore. Ever. And I used to be like that guy sitting next to me. So, you know, I'm not saying I wasn't like that I was that person some years ago, long time ago, but I was that person. And I've shed all of that. So I'm going to spend every day just celebrating Jimmy's life. Every day that I'm here, every day that I've got left, I'm going to share my brother's life. I'm going to take him with me everywhere I go. It's what I do now anyway. I call out to him every day, many times a day. And, you know, I pass along my thoughts. You know, sometimes it's verbal, sometimes it's just in my mind. But I say some things to my brother out loud sometimes, and sometimes just in my head, you know, when I'm meditating. And, you know, there's definitely some communication going on, you know. And I know my brother well enough, because he's my brother, of course, that I know his replies, what they would be, you know. And he is super powerful wherever he is, because I can freaking feel it. It's 100x beyond. Sometimes he connects to me like it's overwhelming, like the tears just, and it's not sadness at all. In fact, it's the exact opposite of that. It's not depression or any weird shit like that. It's I just get hit with these waves, this love, and it takes your breath away. I can't even explain it in words. I've connected to it a few times. If I focused, I could connect to it probably anytime I wanted to, but it's so powerful that you don't even want to connect to it because it's like, it's too intense. Like it's so intense that you just lose it. Like it overtakes you. This rush of energy, and it just consumes like not only you, but the space that you're in. Like it's this intense wave of love that overtakes everything. It's so powerful that I don't think humans we can't even comprehend it. Like we can't even, like I tasted like a glimpse of it. And that's where my brother's at right now. It's beyond anything we can imagine here on earth. Because I've connected to it. And I know it's not full power. You know, it's like, it's probably dialed way back for me, you know, because it'd probably freaking kill me. It's so intense. It's so intense. You can't even comprehend it. So, yeah, I've connected to this. And it's coming through my brother, of course. He opened up this channel for me. You know, when he left, he did something for me. He did a lot of things for me. I could probably write a book. I don't even know if I want to talk about this. He did something for me. He knew I was going to have a problem with this. He reached back and he ripped something out of me. Something that I built. This wall that I built. where I wouldn't let people in. And there's a good reason for all that. I don't want to get into that in this video. There was a reason for it, okay? And I did the right thing at the time to repair myself. But see, after a certain period of time, I should have took that wall away and let people come into my heart. I didn't even realize I was doing it. I was blocking love from coming into my space, my mind, my heart, my spirit. I was blocking it. That's not the way to live. You cannot live like that, okay? And I learned that the hard way. And I mean the hard way. I lost some people that I really deeply care about. I lost people in my life because of that, okay? Because of my mindset. It was broke. I didn't even understand it was broke. I didn't realize. I thought I was protecting myself, you know? I had goals. I had things to do. I had things to accomplish. And a woman, that was not one of those things. And that's not the way to live life, okay? But Jimmy ripped that out of me when he left. I felt it immediately. I felt it instantly. I didn't know what it was at first. I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is not good. This is hurt because I'm exposed now. But I didn't understand what it was at first. All those layers are gone. And oh my God, is that beautiful. Now I understood how my brother lived on earth. Because Jimmy didn't have those walls. There was nothing. You could connect to Jimmy's heart like in a second. A stranger off the street could connect with Jimmy's heart in a second. Jimmy had a huge heart. He had thousands of people that loved him. Those people contact me and tell me, you know, they share their thoughts with me and such. There's people that have been deeply impacted by Jimmy's passing. And I do mean deeply impacted. Deep. You know, and they reach out to me and they share some things with me. And I know there's a lot of people out there that haven't even reached out to me. I know how huge this net that Jimmy cast in this world, Earth. He had this huge net of people that he brought in. And I don't think he understood how much he was loved and by how many people loved him. I'm not really sure if he understood it. We never really talked about it. I remember when Jimmy was in high school and when he was in his 20s and 30s. And I would tell people that my brother Jimmy, he's the coolest guy I know. And I would brag on him because it was true. It was 100% true. And Jimmy had a lot of fun. Like, he had a lot of fun. He worked hard. You know, he made his money. He had a really good career. And he got things going quickly, you know, out of high school and such. And, you know, started carving out a piece of the world for himself. And he did really well when he was in his 20s and 30s and such. He did really well. But anyway, you know, he worked hard, but also he played hard. Like, he went to more concerts than anybody I've ever known. Okay? Jimmy knew how to have fun. He knew how to hang out with his friends and go to events and festivals and concerts and enjoy life, you know? And that was my brother, you know, for the early part of his life, you know what I'm saying? And he was happy and he was excited. And I partied with my brother and we freaking partied hard and we laughed and we had a freaking incredible time every single time we got together. It was a freaking celebration and so much fun. And it was brotherly love. So, you know, I definitely got a lot of special memories and there's a lot of special times and such. And that's what I focus on. I focus on all of that, all the fun, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what you have to focus on. When you get deeply impacted in something that's just going to hurt like forever, like it's not going away. You don't even want it to go away. Why would you want it to go away? So you got to take that and you got to freaking use it to your advantage and think about those great times. Think about brotherly love. Thinking about being the person that you always wanted to be. Jimmy opened all that up for me. I'm proud of my brother. Yeah, I'm proud of him. I'm super proud of him. I wish I told him how proud I was of him. I wish I had a chance to tell him how proud I am, but I think he knew. I think he knew. And if he didn't know, well, he knows now. He knows how proud I am of him. He knows how much respect that I have for him. My brother was a man of honor, completely. Jimmy didn't believe things just a little bit. He believed it all the way, no matter what it was. What he stood for, he stood for. And that's what made him so incredibly special. So incredibly special. The way he treated people with honor and respect. How he made friends so fast. Unreal how fast he made friends. There's only a couple people I've ever met like Jimmy. No one exactly like Jimmy, of course, but I'm talking about, being able to make friends fast like that. I could think of somebody else who I grew up with that made friends very fast. Very likable people. Yeah. Well, Jimmy was one of those people. He didn't have any enemies. You can't even find somebody that say something bad about Jimmy. It'd be impossible, And Jimmy was no angel, he wasn't a saint, okay? But he was a good man. And everybody knew it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So Jimmy's birthday is also coming up, July 12th, and that's going to be the day that I think I'm going to focus on. And I'm going to do something, some kind of celebration. I don't know what. It could be something simple like a cookout, which I really would like to do. But maybe I'll go out to dinner somewhere and have a cold beer. And yeah, I'll figure out something. I really want to do some cooking outdoors, but we'll see. We'll figure out something. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm going to honor my brother on July 12th, but that'll be this summertime. Okay. All right. I think I said enough, and I shared a little bit. And maybe we'll talk more later when I'm not all over the place. I just wanted to make a quick video and just share some things that I'm learning. Yeah, things that I think I'm becoming somebody, a better version of myself, maybe the best version of myself. And I want to give credit to my brother Jimmy. Yeah, I want to give credit where credit is due. So, yeah, I want to be a good man like my brother, and I'm going to work hard to do it. So, Jimmy loves you. I can tell you that right now. And there's no doubt whatsoever. And Frankie loves you too. Okay? All right. We'll talk soon. I'm gone.